hitting the wall. Hi everyone, hope you had a good week. Today we're going to talk about self-care and make these crackers because I bought a bunch of apricots, flame raisins, apple peach and carrot pieces, but little Scout doesn't like them. So here we are, we're going to make those crackers that you see at supermarkets, and they're like $3 for like 12 crackers, but recipe tin eats. I'll link the recipe down below, but she has the recipe, so we're going to try and make them today, and then we can bring them to our friends and eat it with cheese, and it'll be great, and we saved money, and we cleaned out our pantry, and I read through the recipe. I think I know what I'm doing, so let's get started. I wanted to talk about self-care and maybe come at it from a slightly different angle. The 3 levels that I want to talk about, I've already filmed this once. The washing machine was on and it wasn't good. Anyway, so the 3 levels of self-care. And the first level, feeling like I have a lot of energy today. Maybe it's like tea that I drank. First level is, I guess, what we see like in everyday life. You know, those lists of things: take a bath, go for a walk, read a book, eat some healthy food, drink water, and like all these things are like really important. But I feel like we know them, right? If we could get enough sleep, then we would get enough sleep. If we could take an hour-long bath with a wine and a book, then we would, you know? But like sometimes you're just too tired and you can't do that face mask, and you have a screaming toddler who would freak out if you had a white face mask on in the middle of the day. And that's fine, like, you know, it's important still, right? First level, taking care of yourself, you know, doing the things, eating the fruits, eating the vegetables, figuring it all out, making meal prepping, writing to-do lists, journaling, like it's all important stuff, right? It's all stuff that needs to be done and makes us feel better at the end of the day. And that's what we're here for, right? Making ourselves feel better and making each other feel better. So that, I think, is what the first stage of self-care would be. The second stage is what you're doing in a day. And what I mean by that is what your job is, what your career is, how you spend your hours, and does that align with your values? Does it make you happy? Is it something that you want to do for a long time, or is it part of your plan for the bigger picture? Is it fine for now and it's something that you're just doing while you figure things out, or does it make you happy? Does it sometimes energize you? Like, I know we all have to do hard work, but at least some of the time, does it make you happy? Like, do you work with people you like? Is the work you do exciting or interesting, or do you get to learn things or help people or be of service in some way that makes you happy, that makes your heart really happy? I've already finished mixing this, so I guess the cooking part of this segment is pretty much over. I hope it looks okay. It looks a bit like pancake batter at the moment, if you can see. I think the second level is looking at your day and doing things that don't burn you out completely, so that you don't have to turn to band-aid things, like, and not band-aid things, like you don't feel like going for a walk or taking a bath is another chore on your to-do list that needs to be done, so that it can heal you in a way from your day that you've spent maybe doing things that don't align with your values. And like, I understand everyone has different circumstances. You got to work to eat, right? most people need to have a job. But I think part of self-care is doing that journaling and that discovery work and figuring and thinking about what you do, and how you do spend your time, and if that is in alignment with your soul and your heart and how you want your life to look at the end of the day. I'm just going to get a cup of tea and drink and talk to you, I guess, because just need to put this in the oven. So yeah, the second stage is doing inner work and analysing and looking at your day and seeing what you like and what you don't like. A little bit of daydreaming and wondering and just searching and listening to yourself. Not always settling and complaining, you know. Sometimes maybe there's more out there and you just haven't found it yet. And I've certainly been trying to do that recently, for both me and my family, and try to figure out what is best for all of us. I feel like this decision is a good one. It's a year to experiment and, you know, put things out there and see if the universe agrees, and if it doesn't, then that's fine, and if it does, then amazing, right? We're just all on this journey looking for the one, looking for, you know, just have a bit of fun, seeing what sparks the imagination, and makes you happy at the end of the day. The third level is one that I think I've just discovered recently. It's just acceptance, right? Acceptance that life goes in cycles, and sometimes you have time for self-care and sometimes you don't. And there are periods where you do things, and there are periods where you can relax and go on holidays. You know, there are times when you feel like you haven't been concentrating on the things that you need to. Like recently, I've been on my iPad a lot. I've been on my phone a lot. I've been looking at a screen when I should probably be looking at my toddler, who won't be a toddler for very much longer. And I'm trying to work through that and listen, not to the guilt, but just to that nudge that says, you know, you could be doing something else at this time, and what do you want your life to look like, and what do you want your regrets to be when you grow older? And we always have the chance to change that, you know, and change is sort of inevitable. And I think I heard the other day, if the good thing that change is, if you don't like it, you can always change. But yeah, I think what I'm trying to get at with this third level is accepting and understanding that there's a divine pace to things, and things will happen in their own time, and it is very hard to not want to rush things, or to be frustrated at the speed of things, or just to want more all the time. But I think deeply knowing that there is a plan somewhere, and everything happens for a reason, and things will come and go, and we won't know why. But it's hard for me to believe sometimes, but believing that there is a purpose to it all. And yeah, so the levels, they like build upon each other. And I mean, if we can only control the things we can control, right? So if we are drinking water, if we are eating healthy, if we are exercising 10 minutes a day, whatever you can do to try and shift that balance, good things will happen in time. Bad things will happen too. We want to focus on the good, and we want to focus on overcoming and helping each other through the bad times. for me, there's just this culture of, you know, writing to-do lists, making sure I do something monthly or daily or weekly, or, you know, morning routines, and that's all, it's all fine. And I certainly want to build those routines and rituals and figure out what is best for my day, but it doesn't happen instantly, it doesn't happen overnight, and understanding that, oh, it's so hard. I'm so bad at routines. I'm so bad at doing the same thing every day. I'm just so scatterbrained, and that's okay. That's just part of understanding who I am and just trying again and again. And I guess that's just who I am. It's nice to accept that. It's nice to take a step back and be like, yeah, I mean, that's just, yeah, like you didn't do what you said you would do, but maybe you'll do it tomorrow. Maybe you'll do it today. But you know what? You keep trying. I know I'm talking to myself here, but I know I'll keep trying. I know I'll get up and make a new plan, and maybe one day it'll stick, and maybe they've been the wrong plans that I've been making, and I haven't, and maybe I had to attempt them and fail at them to know that they were the wrong plans. Anyway, I hope you understand kind of where I'm coming from. This is sort of like a video blog post, which is different for me, but it's fun, you know? And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.